So here are the 6 ways in which 10x software engineers document their code. The first thing is to write a beautiful README. So especially very helpful when you are doing a personal project. Your README should describe what your project or feature is about. What are the APIs, the best practices, the common scenarios, pitfalls, troubleshooting steps, how to run a project locally. All of that sums up. All of that contributes towards making a very beautiful README. Like nobody wants to read your code; they want to read the README, which will be self-explanatory in a way. So that is one way of documenting your code. The second thing which you should be doing is to write comprehensive unit test cases. Now, why test cases will document your code also? Because when you write test cases, you will discover so many corner cases. Like I myself had a lot of OMG moments when I discovered while writing a test case that, okay, this is a very critical corner case which needs to be handled in a certain way. So in that way, what happens is whenever you're making some code changes later on, because your unit tests are going to fail, so you'll realize that, okay, now this needs to be fixed, right? So that is a very way to increase the reliability of the code, of course. And it also helps you to document the code, because if you have written 2 APIs and you have two supporting test case with negative scenarios, that is a good documentation of the code that you have tested, you have a well-tested, maintainable and a reliable code. So that really helps a lot. The third thing is many people don't really believe or like to write comments, but inline comments are really very important, because when we are trying to introduce a piece of logic which is a little complex and tricky to understand, inline comments must be there so that whoever is maintaining the code later on can understand what is the logic about. When you're doing any bug fix or defect, mention the Jira ID, write an inline comment that this was a bug fix done as part of this. That is also very good practice which you should be doing. So that is like your code should not be like, okay, what is this code doing? What is this code? That question should not come to other developers who have not written the code. It should be written like a prose, like a story. So that is the best documentation of the code which you want to work towards, right? Four is about using documentation tools like Swagger. If you don't have it in your current company, maybe start incorporating that ASAP. Because instead of maintaining a documentation elsewhere, using Swagger, it just prevents using Swagger just gets rid of any kind of KTs. You do not need any KT of what the code base is, what is the APIs in the particular code base. Gives you first hand overview of all of that. And later on also when you make enhancements and everything, that is also a good repository of information that you have in the code base. And time to time update should also be done to that. So that will make your code look so cleaner, maintainable, and of course a well documented code. The fifth thing is about using your version control really well. So using commit messages, like when you're writing a commit messages, don't just write it code changes, log messages, bug fixed. Be very specific about it. If you're doing a new story, you can give your subtask ID and just mention what you have done as part of this. Even I have this bad habit of batching all the different tasks and pushing it in one commit, like yesterday's task plus today's task. So don't do that. Your commit should be very specific about what is the change you have done. Do it, push your code every day. And that way it will maintain a clear log of all the commits. Very important if you are doing a bug fix or a defect, mention the Jira ID as part of which Jira you have made the changes. So that is really very important for you to keep track of your commits. And the last point, not the least, is to be able to draw diagrams. Like this is related to the first point also. Your well-documented code should also have in the README some basic diagrams, like your flow diagram and the sequence diagram, to say the very least. You as a developer, as an engineer, should be knowing how to develop, write these diagrams, because that is the second stage after doing the requirement analysis. You should know how to draw these design documents, because not everyone is going to read your code. They will just see your documentation in the form of a diagram and they'll try to make sense of what code you have written. So again, very, very important when you are trying to document your code and want to impress your interviewers, or maybe even for your reference, right? When you will see the project later on, it will be very helpful. And in your company, of course, that may give you a little more edge over others who are not very conversant in drawing the diagrams. And it is also a process, right? Your software developer, like the SDLC thing, right? It's a process. So you should be following that. There's a process and there's a reason behind that process to exist. So these are the 6 ways in which every engineer, every software engineer should be documenting their code. Your code should read like a prose. There's a saying, your code should read like a poetry. It is an art. So, and it should speak to its readers, I believe. So it should be written in that way that nobody has to ask, what is this code about? What is this line of code doing? Nobody should have those questions in mind. So with that intention, I made this video. Hope you guys got some value out of it. Thank you so much for watching.